everybody, welcome back. My name is Tori if you're new here. As you can see, it is beautiful springtime here in Colorado. The snow is still on the mountains and we are just seeing some really beautiful green come up and about. That means that we have some more time for some fresh meals that are budget friendly and very, very quick. So I hope you enjoy this video. As you can see, we have been really enjoying the weather, going on hikes whenever we can. So when I talk about quick meals, I really need these to be under 20 minutes. Here is the trailhead in Boulder. We are going to hike quick and then come back and make some tasty food. I'm giving you 4 recipes today, starting with this Elote quinoa casserole. I shelf cooked most of these meals here, but I did end up going and getting some veggies at the farm stand in Longmont. So I have my helper here, both of them actually, and I'm going to start with the ingredients. I have some green chilies. You're going to need a can of that. You're going to need 4 ounces of your favorite cream cheese. I like the Simple Truth vegan cream cheese. You're going to need some tomato and green onion. You could substitute red onion if you wanted, or a can of Rotel. I have about 1 cup of frozen spinach here and about 1 cup of frozen corn. You could, of course, double that if you want. And then I have 8 ounces of shredded cheese. I'm going to say 8 because the kids love it and they ate most of it. And then you're going to need about a cup of quinoa and 2 cups of water, and then a tablespoon of the Better Than Bouillon beef base. These are all just guidelines, I like to say. So these recipes can be made however you'd like them to be, but this is how we made ours. So we put everything into a pot, put the liquid on it. We brought it up to a simmer, gave it a stir, and then reduced it to low on my stove top. So I'd say like medium to low. And then we let that cook for around 20 minutes and we were good to go. You could serve this over top of some potatoes, which is really tasty. You could just eat it as is with some extra bread on the side. Sometimes I throw in some extra spinach and kind of make a warm and cool combo, but this is very, very delicious. Don't forget, all of these recipes will be typed out in the description box down below. I am going to let the music play, but I will pop in here and there and tell you some ingredients and some measurements and some fun stories. So let's get right into today's cooking video. While that simmers, I'm making an iced coffee. I always like to share my drink recipes too. It is like 6 p.m. and I need a pick-me-up. I have the Silk Almond Milk Creamer in there. I have a sprinkle of pumpkin spice. I put some ice on there, and then I have some coffee that was heated up. The one thing that is awesome about my husband's schedule is sometimes he sleeps during the day and wakes up and makes fresh coffee. So it's there when I come home. I'm just giving this a stir here. I'm going to put the lid on it, like I said, and reduce it to low and let it cook for around 20 minutes, and then we will be good to serve. Does it look so good? Yeah. How about you? Does it look yummy? Yum, yum. Another meal here that is budget friendly and we always have year around, but mainly in the spring, is veggie sushi. And the kids really love to help here, but we are going to make it with some crispy asparagus this time. Sometimes this works, sometimes it doesn't. It's like a mimic of a tempura asparagus. Tempura batter is tricky for me. You need like seltzer water. We didn't have it. So I just use some whole wheat flour, a little bit of sriracha, and then the garlic pepper, salt, and onion blend. I mix that together with like a splash of water to create a batter. And then I coated it with the asparagus. You of course could like dip your asparagus in egg maybe, and then flour, and then this batter, and it might work a little better. But I was pressed for time. I wanted these to be 20 minutes, so I just wanted to do that and get them fried. So I'm adding a tablespoon of baking powder in here just to get the batter a little fluffy, if that makes sense. I don't fry things often. I do have an air fryer, but it's bulky and I didn't feel like getting it out. So I did fry this in some olive oil, and then I put it on a paper towel. I will say, when you don't eat a lot of oil like myself, it was really tricky. It didn't give me a stomach ache or anything, but the oil definitely made me feel heavier and kind of bloated. So I would say bake these next time, but it's totally up to you. So I'm just getting these super fried, and then I'm going to flip them over, and then that is going to go as a side and then in our sushi as well. Now that the asparagus is resting, I'm going to slice the cucumbers in little matchsticks here, and then I'm going to go for my avocado and some green onion. I just like to get that prepped on the side while the rice is cooking. I just did the minute rice, or well, it's 5-minute rice, but I did a cup of that to a cup of water, and then we were good to go. And I'm having that cool in the freezer. I'll show you coming up here. I kind of flatten it out, and then I let it cool in the freezer until we're ready to use it. I don't add any rice wine vinegar or salt or pepper or sugar to my rice. I just keep it a white rice, but you're certainly welcome to do that in like traditional sushi style. But like I said, I'm gonna get these veggies cut here. It's easier for the kids and I when I have everything prepped and ready. So if you've never made sushi before, it's relatively simple. You need some nori, and you need the rough side up. I'm going to put some rice down first, and then my veggies. You're going to need a little cup of water just to have on the end so you can seal it. But I did the first roll, and then my son helped me with the second roll. This was his first roll that he rolled that was actually edible, we shall say, in sushi form at least. We don't like to let food go to waste, but he did good. You'll see coming up. Okay, now we're gonna roll it. You wanna try?
Yeah.
Okay, let me do the first roll and then you do the rest. Ready? Okay, now roll. Good. Good. Yay. Hey, high five. Yay. Good job. Okay, now the next one. We'll get this. Oh, excuse me. Let me get it out. All right, now we do the rest of the rice. Put that down on here.
Yay.
Yay.
Let's spread it out.
Yep, we spread it out.
And then put these on and these on.
Yep, go ahead. Get some. Okay.
More.
Avocado.
Wait.
Okay, let me spread out the avocado. Now cucumber.
And this one's.
Yep. Good job.
Look
Okay,
that.
now the onion. Good job. All right. Oh, and asparagus. 1. And 2. No.
And I want to spread it. Oops.
Okay, remember, Mommy does the first one. Ready?
I want to do the next one.
Okay, careful because it's ripping. Go ahead. Roll it. Oh, that's okay. It's okay. Here, try again. Good. Yay! Woo! Okay, Mommy's just going to give it one extra squeeze. Boop, 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 boop.
Thank you.
All right.
I won't make it easy for you now. You got 2 minutes of my time, and I don't really break too easily, but I'm worth it, 'cause I'll slip into your dreams tonight. Oh, so give me your all. I'll take it to Mars. Oh, I'll stick like glue inside your mind. Just watch me breaking your sweat. You're falling into me, touch me. I swear you would do anything that I want. So keep us awake till the dawn.
Next up is this buffalo chicken mac and cheese. I like to say that I make this buffalo base all the time. I really do. I will have the link in the description box of the video that I did it in. That was when I had a broken freezer, but I use this base for just about everything. We put it on pizza, we put it on mac and cheese, we put it over baked potatoes. Sometimes we put it on French fries. Sometimes we use it as a dip. There's really just so many things you can do. My husband likes it on top of burgers, but I had it in the freezer, so I just took it out, let it thaw, and I have it heating up here. So essentially it is cream cheese, we like the simple truth, bell pepper, onion. I just use lunch meat buffalo chicken and cut it up, and then I put some cheddar cheese in his and salt and pepper, and we were good to go. So this is heating up, and in the meantime I'm doing a box of this macaroni that I found at Walmart the other day. It's just boxed processed macaroni, but you could of course make some from scratch. I added some extra noodles just because it was going to get extra cheesy, and I only used half of the packet of cheese here. If you've been here for a little bit, you know this kind of cheese weirds me out a bit, so I'm just using half. That makes it better, right? I'm going to stir everything together, and this made 10 servings, so I put some in the freezer, I gave some to my husband, and then I did some plain noodles with the cheese for my kids. I did use Frank's hot sauce in the buffalo chicken base, so it just was a little spicy for the kids. Next up on my spring family favorite shelf cook edition is going to be chickpea curry salad. I make this often. You could use chicken instead. I did that with my husband's and he really enjoys it. He's not a mayo guy though, so I just did avocado and mustard with his, but I have a can of rinsed chickpeas. I'm mashing it with a potato masher. And then on the side, I have some cut up celery, I have some cut up green onion, and then I have some red delicious apple. You could use whatever apple you want. That just happened to be the cheapest because I don't know if you've noticed, but Honeycrisp apples are insanity right now. I believe it was like $2.79 for one apple, and I couldn't justify paying that. So I'm going to sprinkle in some of the garlic dill mix. It has some parsley in there and salt. It looks like it has milk powder, but it actually doesn't. I had to call the company and ask them that. And then I have some curry powder in there. I'm going to do a little bit of mustard and then a little bit of the plant-based Simple Truth mayo, and then go from there. Sometimes I make my own mayo chickpea liquid, which is called aquafaba, but sometimes I just leave it like this. So this is really tasty. Sometimes I add in an extra bean, like a butter bean or something like that, a lima bean, and then I can put it on sandwiches. But this makes a lot if you are curious about beans and getting them into your diet, then I suggest trying this recipe. I do serve it with some celery sticks, and sometimes I put peanut butter on the celery sticks or almond butter and then the chickpea salad on top, and it's so delicious with some hemp seeds to accompany it. But other times I just put it on top of a salad, like this fresh spinach salad with that ginger dressing that I got the other day, the expensive one, but it's really, really tasty when you do that. Of course, you don't need the dressing, but it just adds an extra element to it. Sometimes I just put it on lettuce boats with romaine hearts, and then sometimes I'm feeling fancy and I'll make a bagel sandwich out of this. This salad is very versatile. I've baked it before. I made it into a hot dip. There's just so many things that you can do. And that is going to do it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed these spring classics. As you can see, I am drying some roses and just getting into the spring mode, adding some color to my life. As always, stay adventurous, stay creative. I'll see you next time. Bye, y'all.